I made a video about a week or two ago pointing out the potential power behind harnessing your addiction, right? And I went into further detail about my insane video game addiction, where I would literally play whatever game I was grinding 100% of my free time. And even in my downtime, like cooking, eating, or working, I'd be consuming content related to it. Fuck it, I'm pretty sure I even dreamed about it at some point. So I'm pretty sure I dreamt about hitting top rank in League at some point, probably. The point is, it was 24/7, right? But recently, I started figuring out how to control this addictive energy, which is insanely powerful if you're capable enough to do so. And I was, until recently. My goal with this channel was a documentation of my 100-day journey, right? 100 days of no social media, no doom scrolling, no gooning, the mandatory morning routine, and daily exercise being the gym, right? I'd repeat this process every single day for 100 days, and I would allow myself leeway, of course. If I failed, it's fine. This is not a punishment. This is supposed to be enjoyable, and I really enjoy it. Very quickly, though, the daily uploads here became my highlight of the day. I was just so excited to just waffle into the mic just like I'm doing right now, effectively just to brag about how well it's going, right? Because, man, I'm proud of this. Like, I really am. It's been going really well so far, and it's putting me in good spirits. I would have been happy going all the way to the 100th day with like well, I mean, maybe not 0 views, right? I still wanted like 1 or 2 guys to comment down with their experiences, you know, have someone to relate to. But basically what I'm saying is, like, without chasing virality, right? I just hoped that by doing this, I could inspire a couple or even just one other person, and that would have made me really happy to do so. But you guys blew my expectations. I've had so many great comments, and we're not even 3 weeks in yet, and everything was going insanely well. But there was one video that kind of fucked this up. My top performer, this one. It got hundreds of views out of nowhere, and you'd think I'd be really happy about it. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I was. But I didn't realize what it did to my brain. See, at this point of the upload, I had gone nearly a whole week with no dopamine, and my brain was in a really volatile state and was sending me these constant craving rushes, right? And unbeknownst to me, this video's performance allowed my mind to kind of hijack me again. The first few days were fine, don't get me wrong. I uploaded like nothing happened and just acknowledged it. It was a cool little milestone, man. That's pretty cool. But with each upload afterwards, there was just this little voice in my head that was like, this is the one, bro. This one's going to explode. And I didn't care, so I just ignored it, right? But then every video got a little bit louder. It was like, here we go, bro. This is the one. Your whole life's going to change. Until eventually I noticed on my last few videos, bro, I'm checking the YouTube stats in the first hour of uploading them. And if I saw they were like 1 of 10, I'd be like, oh, fuck it. Here we go. Finally, we're going to the moon. But man, that's not why I started this channel. It took me a realize to notice that I was just fixating over the stupid dopaminergic rewards again, dude. I took games out, I took dopamine out, but I accidentally replaced them with these stupid YouTube stats, man. My brain found a source of dopamine and just pounced on it immediately. This is the complete opposite of what I wanted to be and the reason I started. I've uploaded a couple vids now. I've seen them 1 of 10, like they're doing really well. And for some reason, this is really embarrassing to me, I'm not gonna lie to you. For some reason, I was just upset that they weren't just fucking exploding. And that's not who I want to be at all. I don't want to be someone that finds fulfillment in these external rewards. And it would just make me an absolute hypocrite, because it's the complete opposite to all the advice that I've been sharing for the last 2-3 weeks. It'd just be shameful to like say all this stuff and sprout this like improvement stuff when realistically I'm just doing the same shit, right? Now, I'll be completely honest with you. I was actually really on the fence about making this video. I didn't really want to talk about it publicly because not only does it, like I said, go against what I say, but it also just shows my complete arrogance. Like, I thought I had one good video and that I deserve to be viral or something, right? To get constant traction. But I don't know. I journaled about it the other day because it was really on my mind for a while. And I kind of realized if I don't share this, the documentation of the journey just becomes inauthentic. If I only showed the good stuff and the highlights and none of the bad stuff, aren't I just glorifying myself and just painting myself in this like amazing light? Let's say somebody found this series and they were looking to it for guidance, right? But they see me and they see that I never actually struggled with anything. Just, ooh, look at me, happy-go-lucky, every day is perfect, not a problem in the world, guys. How could they possibly relate with that? Like, I want to be real with you. I'm in the fucking trenches too, bro. I'm still figuring this shit out and I'm still trying to improve myself and become better. And I failed, right? I had a little failure, a little hiccup. And, you know, not to be rude, you're going to fail too, bro. Because we're not perfect. But we don't have to be. And neither do our journeys, okay? All right, so woe is me. Fucking boo-hoo. 30-year-old man is having his yap session again, right? Why do I bring any of this up? Because I have a plan. Don't worry about it. I fell victim to my obsession again. I lost the battle. It's true. Let me tell you how I'm going to win the war, all right? First of all, zooming back out to the big picture. See, when I started this, I was fixated on the 100-day journey, which would be the first checkpoint, which would also be rewarded by a nice holiday that I'm going on with friends, so it was perfect. Lately, however, I've been mostly focused on video metrics, so we have to change our perspective again. Come back to seeing the forest instead of the trees, okay? Easier said than done though, right? I've basically just sat here and said, oh, just don't think about it, bro. Like, great, how does that actually help? No. That's just the idea, right? Now listen well. An idea has to be backed by an action. Otherwise, it's just going to remain an idea forever. So my action is this. I'm going to plan out a stream of topics in advance. That way I have a rough idea of what I'm going to upload every day instead of just finishing my journal entry and then sitting down at the computer and thinking, oh, okay, what should I talk about? What should I upload today? And that way, I'll have so much to think about and I'll be so focused on being productive. I'm not going to have fucking time to be worrying about metrics and shit, right? If I finish a video early and I have 1 or 2 hours of free time, perfect. Straight on to the next one. No time to wait. Idleness will be crucified. This is something I was saying a while ago. Idleness is the devil's fucking playground or some shit. And I've been allowing myself to be idle lately. Okay, but what about downtime, right? You know, I've got a job to go to. I do walks. I've got the gym and everything. Like, what I think is try to balance them out with other obsessions, right? Here's the reality. I go to the gym every day. I meditate, I study Japanese, and I try to read. But unfortunately, right now, while I'm still early in this journey, none of these are incredibly stimulating. And when I say that, I mean in comparison to other things like doom scrolling or these like YouTube metrics, right? I still get hyped when I do them, don't get me wrong, but they don't overpower the dopamine that YouTube can give, right? So we need something else to really sink our teeth into and to expend this mental energy. Now, reading is a no-brainer. I've been watching videos on other books and it actually gassed me up, bro. I didn't realize there's so many different types of fucking books out there that just have so much knowledge just waiting for me to fucking absorb them, basically. I've got so much work to do. I've got so much to learn. There's no time to be worrying about this other shit, bro. Like, there's at least 30 books on my mind at the moment. I don't know how I'm going to try and get through them, but I'll figure something out eventually. One book at a time, right? I mean, I've said it in previous videos. I haven't been reading much lately, and I think that actually is the reason for part of this downfall, this rut that I fell into, because it's kind of loosened my focus up. And I think, like, when your focus is scattered, it just gets absorbed by the easiest source of fulfillment in your life, right? That's why we default back to, like, doom scrolling and gaming and stuff. Not only that, but I kind of want to dive back into philosophy. I was reading Marcus Aurelius a few weeks ago and try to start a question like what purpose is, what we should strive for, make a conscious effort to stay mindful. I might even just start doing some fucking maths again, you know, just so the mental maths is a bit better and I don't have to rely on a calculator all the time. You know, just a bunch of activities that keep my brain active and keep me on the right path. And this isn't just to distract me from temptation. It's just to give my brain something to focus on and give me something to think about. Like, I need to reignite the fire I had in the first week where I was just salivating, bro. I was salivating at the thought of improving no matter what it was that I'm doing. Not even just YouTube. I mean, I'm doing better reps at the gym now. I'm fucking, even at my shitty job, bro, I'm going to be the best motherfucking worker that they have ever seen in their life. Like, I just need for most of the day to be in a constant stream of intended consciousness and not allow it to get kidnapped by whatever decides to like gratify my existence that day. I'm not gonna lie, I felt pretty motivated after I came to this conclusion because I was in a bit of a rut for like a day or two. I was kind of, you know, doubting myself, I suppose, but I really needed this, and it kind of made me realize in hindsight as well that I think even if one of the videos did blow up, and sure, this might be copium, I don't know, I think it would have been the downfall of the journey. Let's say a video got like 4 or 5 digit views, right? I would have been so fixated on it that I think I would have started turning my focus away from like my productive habits just to chase like this virality dream of YouTube. I think that's just a moment of weakness that I had, right? But I mean, it was eye-opening because it showed me I'm not as bulletproof as I thought I was. I thought if I just cut out all the bad habits that I'd just win. It's going to be a little bit harder than that, but you know, a challenge every day gives us opportunity to improve. So I'm glad this has happened. Now, if you stuck around and listened to me yap for this entire video, you are a real one, motherfucker. I really hope that my ramblings had some sort of use to you. Look, at the end of the day, if there's any message to take away from this, we're all going to fail, okay? We're going to succumb to temptations. You might fall off the routine. You might miss a day in your journey. It's fine. You just got to ask yourself why it happened and really dig into the reason. Don't just take the first answer. Keep asking yourself why until you think you get to the root of the problem. Once you have that, ask yourself what's a suitable reaction, and then make a plan of action to actually bring that reaction to fruition. Does that make any sense? To me, it makes sense, but I'm not very good at my words at the moment. I'm not going to lie. It's just a problem like any other problem, right? We're born to solve problems. Every failure is a rep, and that includes detachment from these materialistic values. It's not something you can just flip a switch in your head and forget about, right? So I'm going to make a vow today, as of the 30th of January, 2026, that even if my mind does hijack the channel again, I will train myself to persist the exact same way that I started, focused on a greater purpose. Now go out there and conquer the fucking world, bro. This has been your boy, Big Ol' Jimbo. Thank you for listening to me once again, bro. I really appreciate you. I'm grateful for your presence. I'll see you in the next one, boys.